Hello guys, it's winter outside and it's very cold. And the guys and I decided to dive into summer for a little bit and shoot a video about sand. But not about any simple sand, but about quicksand. For those who do not know what quicksand is, imagine a swamp that can suck a person in. It's about the same thing, only the swamp is very damp and very dirty, and the sand is very dry and very clean. Actually, we decided to recreate this quicksand in our hangar and find out if it's possible to get out somehow. How will it suck us in? What would happen in this case? But first, we need to create a mini model to clearly see how it's all gonna work.
And to make a mini version of quicksand, we will need PVC pipes, a hose, adapters for PVC pipes, fitting, and a clamp. And of course, a container tank, just like this one.
To make all this magic work, guys, we need oxygen. In our case, an oxygen tank, because the mouth blowing is not an option. Okay, guys, I'll tell you more detail what it is and how it all works. In general, I've Googled what quicksand is, and Wikipedia said that this is sand oversaturated with oxygen. This is, I understood it, it's some kind of gas that's coming out of the ground, or there's just a stagnant air somehow. In short, it turns out it's an air layer, and then to step on it, the air abruptly starts to come out and you just fall through it. Actually, we did the same thing. We made a numerous amount of holes in our tubes. They will simulate the air, and from these pipes to those holes go directly to the oxygen tank. Well, now we'll fill our container with sand. Now, the sand is very hard and it's impossible to go through it at all. Turning it on. So, the sand started moving.
No.
Whoa!
Bubbling. Look at how it's bubbling.
It's water! I swear to you, it's water! Holy damn, look! It's like floating on sand. Look how easily my hand goes in. Simple. Look at it. This is the first time I've ever seen this in my life.
Okay, so put your hand down.
Turn it off. Yeah.
And now try
the magic has immediately disappeared.
Now try to put it back there.
It's just the hand goes into some kind of cavity right away. Since it really feels like water, let's do the first experiment with the tennis ball. It doesn't drown in the water. That is, of course, it does not sink in the sand. But let's try to bury it now. If it was water, it would have surfaced, but it's sand. So let's give it some oxygen. It's actually some kind of magic. See, it has just surface. Let's turn on the construction now and try to drown the ball into our quicksand. Did you see that?
It's floating.
It's impossible. Turn it off. That's it. So, for some reason, the area only goes through the edges, but not through the center. Most likely something got clogged there or we're screwed up, whatever. But okay, that won't stop us from doing an experiment. Everything's clear with the ball, it does not sink. We cannot drown it in sand. No matter how strange it may sound, let's move on to something really heavy and interesting so that it can clearly see how the object sinks. For example, the key. As you can see, it did not go through. Everything's fine. Well, because there's no air there. Turning it on. if there is no key here at all, let's take it out. Where did it even go? As you can see, it went through normally like that. Oh. Or for example, a sinker. It weighs a little bit more than a key, and therefore it'll probably sink even faster. That's it. So. Like in a pool. Also, we cannot ignore our favorite Coca-Cola. Launch it. Since Coca-Cola does not sink in water, it actually does not sink in sand either. You can see how it throws it out. Guys, I don't know about you, but it became very interesting to me to find out where there will be a boat floating here. Come on, let's do it. The boat is ready. As you can see, if I put it down on sand, then in principle nothing happens. It's not floating. But as soon as we turn on the oxygen, everything changes immediately. Wow, that's a boat! In my opinion, something went wrong. It seems like it's floating, but somehow it's very weird. You can't even control it. It's still like a fool there and it wouldn't move with my hands like that. In short, bullshit. We need to take something more serious. A radiant-controlled boat. A radiant-controlled boat will float on sand. God. Okay, let's try it. Wow. Oh, it's pretty well. So, we're starting. Let's go! Well, how can it be? I did it once, and it flew straight at me. It took it, and it came closer, and it pressed this.
Stronger.
All right.
Let's go for the third time.
So, okay. The boat does not float in sand. Turn it on.
Look at it, it's floating. Look, yeah.
There.
Whoa!
Whoa!
He's okay, stop it. Guys, the boat has actually sailed. It looks really incredible. Of course, if there's much a bigger pool, maybe we could go a little more. But I think it was obvious that we managed to make it some kind of a movement. Okay, guys, it's easy to play with it in the pool, but not a lot. Let's make instruction for me now. And yet, the main idea of the video is to get out of the quicksand and not how to play with liquid sand. For a large structure, we will need a 500-liter barrel, which I can easily get into it. This will be an imitation of our quicksand. It's quite enough to swallow me completely. As you understand, we will not be able to make a quicksand pool because we will take about 750 kilograms of sand for a 500-liter barrel. We've calculated so that my head is always on the surface to make this experiment as safe as possible. The design itself looks like a mini version. We have placed the hose in the form of a spiral in which there are numerous holes, and a load has been attached in the middle so that our design would not float in the sand. I'm ready to dive. It's hard to believe that it's possible after all. because there's so much sand and I have to go straight there. Completely unreal.
To be honest, I'm sure that we will succeed. 50% sure. Exactly 50% make me think that this is impossible. A small hose with a lot of holes in it, and it just has to get sand, and it just has to lift all this massive sand and drown Andre. Well, it sounds like a fantasy.
I think this is impossible. Like, how can some kind of air be able to give sand some magical powers which will simply drag a person down?
I think it's possible because we have conducted many experiments and everything was clearly shown. It will be the same with Andre. There's no need to even think about it. Everything will be cool.
Oh, the stairs are cold.
How's the sand?
And the sand is fine. So, well, basically, I don't think I'm gonna go through now. Well, it's not easy. This is unreal. Look at how it looks from my side. Firstly, it's very high. Look how small the guys are. Just don't pay attention to the mess. We're shooting the video, so...
Am I small too?
You have a big head. All right, let's imagine this type of situation. I was walking and came across quicksand. Here, well, turn it on now. And I'm falling in.
Are you being sucked in?
Actually, okay, let's go. Woo! Come on!
Are you falling?
Oh. I'm getting sucked in right now. It is going really fast. I'm getting sucked in!
You're getting sucked in pretty well, not so fast, but look how it goes, look!
Come on, whatever! Come on, whatever! Do you see it? You see it?
I don't see it!
Dudes! Come on! It's what it looks like! Come on, whatever!
It's just one of those reactions when something happens.
Stop!
I'm shocked. I'm just... What are you doing? You were sure of it. And I was... Well, I kind of thought it would be knee deep in...
What?
No, in short, he'll go through knee deep in height, but not that much. Like he started going very quickly. This is generally too much, as it seems to me.
To say that I'm in shock means not to say anything. Like, I actually thought this would never work.
Let's imagine this type of situation. I'm walking, I step on quicksand, I'm being sucked in, that's it, the air is out, this layer is... That's it. I'll stay in this position. How do I get out of here? Let's try because I don't know how we're gonna get out of here yet. It'll be purely experimental. In theory, if the air's out, it won't suck me in any further. Especially because it is written in Wikipedia that quicksand is great danger, not because it can drag you over your head, but because you will remain in this position. That's it, you will not be able to get out. Whew, I'm just scared of something somehow, guys. It's getting like... You can hear me starting to mess up. I won't touch the bear. As far as I know, you only need to start moving with your legs very slowly and very smoothly. Like a worm going up. So, the sand's very dense. It turns out the principle as if I was climbing the stairs. That is, my ass, excuse me. It's like getting on the steps. That is, I'm doing this, make a step, and the sand fills it in there. I'm trying to get up smoothly, like this. All right.
Come on.
There it is. Come on, please. Some kind of a feeling. I don't know. I don't have claustrophobia, but fear did appear. I think you saw how I started to talk like this because of panic. The sand puts a little pressure on you. After all, 750 kilograms of sand are very well felt. Whew.
Before the second experiment, we decided to change the tank to another one.
So, let's imagine a different situation. I'm gonna stand on the quicksand, I'll start getting sucked in, and I will panic as many people would in this situation. Although, this should not be done at all, because as far as I know, there should be the same tactics here as when you're sucked into a swamp. That is, you need to freeze, understand the situation without panic, and slowly try to get out smoothly. Actually, let's try to do this now. I can feel the sand starting to go away from under my feet. I'm starting to move. But that's still too bad. Because I'm starting to feel sucked in and in a lot. But I'm trying not to stop. So, yeah, let me out of here.
Boy!
Oh man, it's sucking me in real fast. I'm trying not to stop here. So I'm almost out of here. Stop! I can say that it's definitely not necessary to twitch and move. 100% tested myself. It's sucking even more, and I would say that it's even harder. It was the first time I was slowly being sucked in, and at some point I got through very fast. Here, I immediately started sucking in. Whew, it's very hard to breathe. After all, the sand processed so well. Perhaps, in our case, there's one moment. When I fell down to about this height, the air coming out from below began to push me out. That is, I'm like a tennis ball today on a mini experiment. And it seems to me that the person will definitely not drown in quicksand and will not drown from head to toe. But it's nothing to say in Wikipedia, right? Obviously, I need to get out. This time, I'll climb out with the help of my hands because it seems to me that my hands will be the only way to get out. This time, when you lean with your hands like this, it seems to me that it's a little dumb because you're trapping yourself down. You have to climb up the stairs, as I've said before, that is, with your feet, carefully move them as if on steps. Let's try it now.
Yeah, well, so far so good.
Listen, look,
Look, you're like this cobra.
like for real, like a cobra, like a snake. It turns out that the method worked 100%. You can absolutely get out without hands, but only the sand is not wet. If it's wet, it's likely to be way more difficult to get out of there. The next thing I want to know, what's gonna happen if I jump into the quicksand? That is, it's like gonna accidentally jump from somewhere and land on quicksand. I will instantly be sucked in, not instantly, and most importantly, will I try to get out now in such case when the air comes out from under the sand? Then I realized that Wikipedia did lie to me, that is dragging me down with my head, that nothing helps. Andrew's advice didn't help either. What should I do in this case? Will I be able to get out or not?
Set it on max, Disa. Come on, set the max.
That's it. It's working. 1, 2, 3. So, I wouldn't say that I was momentarily sucked in, but I'm getting sucked in. Let's try to get out now. Whoa, no. Wait. Wait. And how is it? Oh, it's scary. I'm getting sucked in. So, oh my. Guys, this is unreal. Actually, I'm just getting sucked in there. Again, the more I move, the more I get sucked in here. My hands are falling right through. If it wasn't at a barrel, I would have gone there with my face. These will stop it. This short is unrealistically cool, in my opinion. Damn. Whew. It actually feels like some kind of water. I think you've seen how I just push my hands like that and just whoop there. The first thing to do is not to move. No matter how scared you are, you shouldn't move at all. Whew. Take a lot of air into your lungs and try not to panic because even in a barrel, I am panicking a little because, well, it's really weird because you always know that sand is hard, like always, in my understanding. And here it's just liquidy, and I'm going like right underneath it.
Yes, I am the person who completely doubted this experiment. And now I want to participate in it. So I go and participate.
Since Disa's 25 kilograms lighter than me, a logical question immediately arises. Does weight somehow affect the rate of suction? That is, there are big people, there are very slim people, there are average people in general. How is it? Here I am, let's say an average of 90 kilograms. Well, it's 100% average, right? Disa's 65. Now we'll find out who gets sucked in faster.
Oh, those stairs are cold. Oh.
Well, Disa, are you ready?
Yeah.
I have asked you to relax and not panic. But there will be panic, so come on.
Hit the max level, man. Whoa! What? Bubbling, right? It's bubbling. It's cold air down below.
After all, guys, weight does matter. The lighter you are, the slower it sucks you in. Actually, it's logical. Like in water, right? I immediately went there, to the bottom.
Oh!
And you understand it now?
Yeah, I do understand it now, what it feels like. It's like in a fraction of a second, it felt like my legs were filled with concrete and they froze.
Get out.
The way that Andrew taught you. Come on, use the ladder.
Go! Inaudible. And mumbling like in a barrel.
Whoa. You know, since you weigh less, it's probably easier for you to get out.
Yeah, I actually feel the same way because Andre did so many body movements during this.
In short, guys, based on the results, I can say that if you get into quicksand, do not panic, do not make random movements neither. Every step should be really deliberate. The most important thing is that caused by panic is when you start to fall through. At one moment, the sand that you just held, it was like liquid, becomes like a stone for you. You start getting pulled in more and more. So, I hope that this video was really useful to you. You've learned so much information from it. We really actually tried very hard for you. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and put your like. Goodbye, everyone.